There was a car on that side of me on fire and a car on this side on me on fire.
Wow, welcome to Fox News at 5. It's been a busy day, so let's get right to it. For the first time tonight, we are hearing from one of the survivors of a deadly crash in Thomasville.
It happened just last month. Troopers say an 18-wheeler plowed through a red light on Highway 43, killing 2 people and injuring 4 others. Brad Larimore is one of them. Now, our Shelby Myers in the studio with his account of what happened.
And also tonight, Shelby, you just got the crash report from ALEA.
Yeah, I did, Lenise and Cameron. It's 11 pages long. Troopers say the driver never hit the brakes at the light. In fact, the report says skid marks from the brakes don't show up until nearly 500 feet past the first impact.
I've been on the rivers all my life.
Yeah. On Dolphin Island this week, Brad Larimore Sr. is enjoying a vacation with his family, a trip he nearly didn't live to take.
You cannot believe the raw force that a truck that big, I mean, it made 3 vehicles look like a soft drink can that you just crushed.
A month ago, the 72-year-old was in a deadly and fiery crash. That's his truck, first in line at the red light on Highway 43 in Thomasville. Seconds later, a 26,000-pound 18-wheeler slammed into him and 3 other vehicles. This picture obtained from a lawsuit involving the crash.
There was a car on that side of me on fire and a car on this side on me on fire. And I was concerned that I was losing fuel and I would be on fire in a few seconds.
Stuck in his truck, it was flipped on the passenger side, and he was still strapped in by his seatbelt. He started praying and yelling for help, and then a Good Samaritan rushed in.
He rescued a lady that was about to be burned up, and then he came to me and he said, "What can I do for you?" And I said, "Cut me out of this seatbelt." He reached in and cut my seatbelt, which was a great relief. And he said, "I'm going to break the windshield out." 2 other drivers, a mother identified as Ashley McDonald and a high school coach and father, Woody Beck, died at the scene. Larimore was taken to the hospital, and there he came face to face with the man who was driving the big rig, Andre Materko. Larimore says Materko was weeping. I thought to have prayer with him, but I found out he didn't speak English, so I said, well, I don't know how to pray with somebody. Looking back on it, I should have tried anyway.
Authorities say Materko, who's in the U.S. on a work visa, was distracted, answering a call from his wife. He's now charged with 2 counts of vehicular manslaughter. New information from that crash report is giving us some insight into the sheer force of that impact. I'm standing on a football field to help you better understand just how far troopers say the 18-wheeler kept going after the crash. From the point of impact at the red light, troopers say that skid marks don't appear until 473 feet later. That's a football field and a half. And troopers say the truck finally came to a stop at close to 769 feet away. That's more than 2 football fields from the crash.
He hit us at full speed with no realization.
Larimore, who's a deacon, a Sunday school teacher, and a Gideon, believes his survival is part of his calling.
I think he rescued me from this. Hopefully, so that I try to serve him every way I can.
Larimore says he is still healing and now keeps a close eye out on the roads for trucks. As far as the suspect in this crash, Materko has pleaded not guilty. He's due back in court for his preliminary hearing in 2 weeks. In the studio tonight, Shelby Myers, Fox 10 News.